Hey everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the vlog. So it's been a year since I last went to a Copart yard to do a walkabout. So when Copart reached out to me and said to me, would you like to come and see one of our cars that we got coming up in an up and coming auction? As you can imagine, I grabbed the opportunity with both hands. So today I'm going to make a journey of 2.5 hours to Sandy in Bedfordshire to have a look at a specific vehicle that you might like to see. And this vehicle has a very interesting past. So let's get on our way, get up to Sandy and take a look at this car. And of course, this video is sponsored by Copart. So normally on a day like this, I will normally have 3 cars that I will be reviewing as part of the visit to Copart. But today is a special day, and if I added any other car to the lineup, they would pale in significance in compare to the car that we're going to see today. So today we are reviewing just one car, and it's a bit of a special car in the sense that this is not the normal car that you would see in Copart. So we're going to take a look and see why this car is there, and we're going to take a look at how much it will cost in theory to put said car back on the road. So today I am at Copart Sandy and I'm here to see a very special car, and that car is right beside me now. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you the Mclaren 650S. Yes, that's right folks, you join me here at Sandy with a McLaren 650S with a top speed of 207 miles an hour and a 0 to 60 of 3.2 seconds. This is a supercar at AMG or RS6 money. Now this car here, brand new, retails at over £215,000, and then there's all the options that you add to it, and yet here it is in Copart, ready to be sold. Now this car in Copart is down as a Cat N. Let's go over what the problems are with this car and why this is a good investment for somebody who is looking to get into supercar territory but for AMG money. For those aficionados out there, the 650S replaced the 12C and is a faster, more slicker, better handling version of that car. This car here has been in Copart for a couple of weeks. Now, what's the main issues with this car? Well, we're going to take a look at some of the things that I found just through my preliminary look at the vehicle, and obviously that will give you the insight of what you need to do in order to fix it. So the first issue is obviously with the wheels here. This car has got carbon fiber brakes, but as you can see down the bottom here, this wheel has been damaged. Now, second hand, these wheels, because they are light and alloy wheels, they come in, I've seen them for about £1,500, and on this car you'll need 2. This wheel definitely won't be repairable due to the damage at the bottom. You will need to replace it, But in terms of price wise, there are a few dealers, not McLaren main dealers, but second-hand dealers that are actually providing parts and have plenty of them for cars like this. So you'll need definitely one wheel. Round the back here you can see that this second wheel, exactly the same issue as the first. So again, you'll need two wheels in order to get this car right and back on the road. Of course, you could opt to change the wheels and put something else on here. There are a number of wheels in the McLaren portfolio that will fit this car equally well, so that's an option that you can consider. And I've seen sets of 4 for this very car for around 2.5 grand on eBay. Underneath the front of the car, it has a damaged under tray, so that's a front here, so that will need to be replaced. Again, on eBay, they're around £817. Now the interior on this car is slick. Alcantara dashboard, Alcantara roof lining, A-post, etc. The seats are also Alcantara. They are electric seats, electric heated seats as well. Then of course you've got all your regular controls here. The center dash is all carbon fiber, as well as the inlets in the steering wheel, all carbon fiber. Then of course you've got this fantastic cockpit. This really is a fantastic car. That's quite a lot of car for the money. You're talking about a supercar with supercar performance, with a 0 to 62 of 3.2 seconds, 0 to 100 of 5 seconds for AMG money. Definitely got to be worth a look. So that special thing that we mentioned about this car is that this car was a McLaren press car, and this press car was the actual car that was used to launch the 650S at the Geneva Motor Show. So the car that you're looking at on screen now is this very car that is sitting in Copart today, the 650S Spider. And because it's a press car, that means that McLaren packed every single optional extra that they could possibly get in this vehicle. That means you are getting a car that is absolutely loaded with all the optional extras that you'll need to enjoy this magnificent vehicle. Now, I could have verbalized the spec that this car has, but there's so many, you're just going to get lost in translation. So instead, I'm going to put them up on the screen now, and you can see the impressive spec that this car has. I think the only thing that's changed in the specification for this car is that the launch car had a carbon fiber tail, whereas the one here sitting in Copart has been changed to a body colored one. But other than that, everything is the same. Other than what we just mentioned, the actual damage on this car does seem to be relatively light. Of course, it goes without saying that that is just my assessment. You need to make that assessment for yourself. So you need to view these cars via the pictures, because unfortunately visits to Copart yards are still prohibited at the moment while we have this COVID-19, and make the assessment for yourself. Now, what next? Maybe we should hear the engine start. And of course, no review will be complete without the obligatory roof coming down. As a Spider, you can see the appeal for this car and the level of detail that's gone into it. I mean, the carbon fiber inlays on the back there are just fantastic. This is a well sorted car in terms of its spec, condition, the amount of work that needs to be done to get this back up into showroom condition, and the level of detail and expense that the previous owner has gone. For example, you can't see this on the camera, but this car does have a clear bra on it, so its bodywork is protected, and that would amount to the reason why the paintwork on this vehicle is in such good condition. With that clear bra, and I can see it going around the whole vehicle, around the whole front, that's going to give this car load of protection from stone trips. So part of any car that I like to look at. I like to try and investigate and come to the conclusion as to why or what happened to this car. Understanding the damage on a vehicle can often help you with diagnosing the parts that need to be fixed. And looking at the damage, the fact that it's on the near side and affecting both wheels tells me that this car was running at speeds and has come off the road, has hit the curb. The fact that no airbags have been deployed and the damage is down as Cat N and it's affecting the front tray suggests that that's the case, that it's mounted a curb, which is the reason why the two dents are in both near side front wheels, and it's also damaged the under tray. Why has it been written off? Well, this is a 2014 car, and although a 2014 car retails from around 88,000 upwards to 110 depending on the spec, this kind of car and the kind of person who buys this car will expect a car to be top notch. They won't consider a Cat N. It is clearly not in the market space. These are the kind of people who will go out and spend good money on a decent car and then leave it in a garage for 6 or 7 months. So what does that mean for you and I? Well, it means you could enjoy that same kind of privilege for a lot less money. The repairs on this car are around £3,000 from what I can see. I've just given this car a visual inspection, and from the visual inspection and the notes that are on the Copart site, I've seen what I feel the damage is. So this car is coming up very soon for auction. I urge you to put it on your watch list, and I think this car is going to stimulate a lot of interest. And of course, Copart, if you want to sponsor me and you watch me build this car, I wouldn't say no. Absolutely wouldn't say no, because it's a lovely car and it's been beautifully prepared as well by the guys here at Copart. Not to mention the fact that the car is in good condition, but they've actually kept it well, very clean, and it's stored as well. So whoever gets this car is going to be very happy with their investment, and they're going to be smiling all the way to the bank because they're going to save themselves a considerable amount of money. So, think you'd like to own a McLaren 650S? Now's your chance to do so. So put this in your watch list and you'll be able to have a chance to bid and see what this car is going to go for. I think this car is going to stimulate a tremendous amount of interest for Copart. So I'd like to thank the team at Copart that made it possible, and Lee and Nick, the management team, and Sandy, and also all the guys who were cleaning the car and showing me around and escorting me at Sandy Copart. Thank you very much for your hospitality and looking after me for the morning and having the opportunity to see that fantastic car. And also, I'm going to stick now up on screen, you'll see the lot details, but if you didn't catch it from that, I will stick it in the description below, so you have a direct link to that car and you'll be ready to see that car when it comes up for auction. So thank you for viewing this, and if you are a casual viewer, don't forget to subscribe down here, especially if you like what you see on screen. Click that notification button so you get notified when we release any new videos, and give us a thumbs up to tell us that you've enjoyed this video. So thanks for viewing, guys, and we will see you on the next one.